WNBA finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. I'm a human too. I have a family. I have 2 kids who are devastated by these comments. And so all I'll say is just, it's obviously been a tough week.
A major shock has just hit the WNBA, one that could change the league forever. 3 of its biggest stars, Sophie Cunningham, Caitlin Clark, and Lexie Hull, have reportedly signed huge contracts with European teams, sparking the most serious crisis in the league's history. This isn't just another off-season headline. It's a turning point that could decide the future of women's professional basketball in America. Caitlin Clark, fresh off a record-breaking rookie season that boosted attendance and brought massive attention to the WNBA, leaving now is more than just one player walking away. It exposes how fragile the league's economic system really is. Sophie Cunningham, one of the most energetic and marketable players in the game, departing sends shockwaves through sponsors and marketing teams. And Lexie Hull, still early in her career, choosing to go abroad shows that the issue isn't just about veteran players, it runs much deeper. At first, there were quiet whispers. Then the story exploded across the league. Reports began surfacing of secret negotiations and private meetings that had been going on for months. Sources say powerful international agents, specialists in European sports contracts, were involved from the start. The first clues appeared late in the summer. Fans noticed strange social media posts, cryptic messages about new adventures and big changes. Most people brushed them off, but behind the scenes, European clubs were already making their move. Executives from Europe were flying into the US, meeting players in private suites and hotel rooms, presenting offers that made WNBA salaries look tiny in comparison. These weren't just contracts, they were full lifestyle deals. We're talking luxury housing, personal transportation, tax benefits, and even family perks. Agents familiar with high-level soccer and tennis deals handled everything, from visas to tax planning, building contracts that were legally solid and financially impossible to ignore. Their pitch was brutally simple. You can earn more in Europe in 3 years than you'll make in your entire WNBA career. And they weren't exaggerating. While top WNBA players might make between $200,000 and $250,000 a year, many European teams offer $500,000 or more, with some elite deals reaching 7 figures. Add in bonuses, free housing, travel, and healthcare, and the difference becomes undeniable. Think about it. A WNBA player earning $200,000 might take home less than $100,000 after taxes, fees, and expenses. Many players pick up second jobs or run camps in the off-season just to make ends meet. Meanwhile, a $600,000 contract in Europe comes with nearly all living costs covered. It's not just better pay, it's real financial security. For players with short professional windows, that kind of stability is life-changing. Many have quietly admitted to the stress of knowing one injury could end their career, long before they've earned enough to secure their future. Economists have pointed out for years that the WNBA's financial model has limits. Yes, the league has grown, more fans, better ratings, stronger franchise values, but revenue distribution and salary caps keep player pay low. Teams simply can't match international offers without breaking their budgets. When word of these European signings broke, chaos erupted inside league offices. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert reportedly called an emergency meeting with owners and legal teams to figure out what could be done. Some executives wanted to take legal action, arguing breach of contract. Others warned that coming down hard on the players would only make things worse, turning them into symbols of unfair treatment. Legal experts agreed. The WNBA might not even have the power to stop players from going overseas full-time. Any legal fight would be expensive, messy, and could expose just how little leverage the league actually has. The financial side looked just as grim. Even if teams wanted to raise salaries, many didn't have the money to compete. Some owners were willing to invest more, but smaller franchises simply couldn't afford it without risking bankruptcy. Meanwhile, PR teams scrambled to shape the message. Blaming the players would make the league look heartless. Staying silent would make it seem weak. And vague promises of future improvements would ring hollow. Then, new information surfaced. This move wasn't spontaneous. Reports suggest that Clark, Cunningham, and Hull had been discussing this plan for nearly 2 years, ever since another round of disappointing contract negotiations. What started as private frustration turned into a carefully coordinated stand for fair pay. They consulted lawyers, spoke with athletes from other sports, and studied the European system. They even timed their announcements to hit right after the WNBA celebrated record viewership numbers, exposing the contradiction between the league's growing popularity and stagnant player pay. Their message was clear: if the WNBA wants to keep its best players, it needs to fix its pay structure now. These players weren't acting out of greed. They were making a point about respect and fairness, that women athletes shouldn't be told to just be grateful while the league profits off their talent. By leaving together, they ensured the issue couldn't be ignored. Within 48 hours, at least 7 other WNBA All-Stars reportedly received exploratory offers from European clubs. Agents' phones were ringing non-stop with inquiries from teams in Spain, Italy, Turkey, France, and Russia. Social media went wild. Fans speculated which star might leave next. Every post from a WNBA player was analyzed for hidden clues. Sports shows and podcasts devoted entire episodes to the crisis. Even TV networks and sponsors started to worry. Networks that had invested in broadcasting rights wanted reassurance that their deals wouldn't lose value. Sponsors began rethinking marketing campaigns built around players who might soon be gone. It became clear that this wasn't just about 3 players, it was a turning point for the entire league. The balance of power had shifted. What happens next could define women's basketball for years to come. Will the WNBA adapt, raise salaries, and find new revenue streams to keep its stars? Or will Europe become the new home for the world's best women players?